Hey, what is up guys, it is Cody. Welcome to my Magicka Dragonknight PvP setup. Now before I start this video, let me just say the Magicka Dragonknight is not in its best position for solo PvP, so you're not going to be able to pull like crazy things like a Stam Nightblade or a Stam Warden would. So if you're having troubles getting PvP plays or any 1vx clips, what I can suggest you guys to do is just play in group with like at least another person or a really small group, and you will find that the Magicka DK can do really well with a couple of players. So first things first, we are a Dark Elf. I find that to be the most optimal race. The Dark Elf is going to be able to give you Magicka, Stamina, and Flame damage. And we are running the Mage Stone, Tri-Stat Food, and we are a Stage 4 Vamp. I definitely suggest being a Vamp because as a Magicka user, you do not have any snare removals, so Misform is a must. If you are on a Dark Elf, Argonian works, Breton works, High Elf works, but I think Dark Elf is the best. We are running the Mage Stone because I found that the Apprentice was literally increasing my tooltips on my heals and damage abilities by literally 100, so I found it better to have more max stats. These are what our stats look like without our spell damage glyph procced from our weapon. The sets we are running is Valken Scoria, Bloodthorn, and Desert Rose. We are running Valken Scoria for the burst. It has crazy burst, guys. 1 heavy, 1 medium. And this is a 5 light setup, like I said. It's 2 impenetrable and 6 sturdy. All Magicka glyphs enchanted on the armor. Spell damage glyph on the front bar, and stamina glyph enchanted on the back bar. Powered and Nirnhone. Nirnhone the front bar, powered back bar. I'm running 2 spell damage glyphs and 1 reduced block. If you find that you cannot sustain your stamina, running 2 reduced blocks will definitely be best. Or if you're finding you can't sustain your Magicka, running 1 reduced cost would help. So, Bloodthorn is going to give us 660 Magicka and stamina every time we deal direct damage. So, what you may find with this build is when you are turtling up and you need a heal, you aren't able to do direct damage right away. So, what I found by that is putting Draw Essence on my bar. So before I was running Tri-Potions and Structured Entropy, but now I'm running Spell Power Pots and Draw Essence. So we're getting our major sorcery from our potions, and we also have really high critical value. As you can see, guys, we have 42% spell critical, and that is really helpful on a Mag DK. We're always going to almost crit our Coagulating Blood, and we're going to hit a lot of crit leaps, crit whips, and crit dots. So Bloodthorn and Desert Rose, guys, both come in armor, jewelry, and weapons, so you can mix match it. If you can't get Desert Rose of this, make sure to get it here. Just make sure to acquire 5 pieces of both. And make sure if you want to have the most potential with these sets, you're going to have to deal direct damage every 5 seconds, or you're not going to restore the stamina Magicka. Find the set to be really good because as a light armor Magicka DK, the only way we're going to be getting our stamina is through our ultimates, and if we were using tripods or tripods. But we're not running 5 heavy, so we don't have a really big constitution resource pull. So Bloodthorn and Desert Rose are giving me really good sustain. With a pot up, we're at 1k Magicka recovery, but with Desert Rose and Bloodthorn, our sustain is really a lot higher. Onto the skills, guys. Oh, we are running also 64 points in a Magicka. We are running Burning Embers, Flame Lash, Fossilize, Engulfing Flames, Choking Talons, and Ferocious Sleep. I usually use Burning Talons, but we are a light armor build, and I find the Minor Maim on this to be really strong. As you usually see, light armor like Magicka Templars or light armor Magicka Sorks, they usually use Wizard's Riposte, which is a set that gives Minor Maim. Minor Maim is really important, and I figured since we're in a light armor, having that extra tankiness from this skill is important. Engulfing Flames, this is going to be a dot and a damage boost, 10% more damage from all fire attacks. Burning Embers, this is going to be our heal and another dot. Flame Lash, our bread and butter heal. Our bread and butter DPS and really powerful hot. Fossilizer CC and Ferocious Sleep, our ultimate. You guys don't have to run the same exact bar setups. There's so many different bar setups with Mag DK. You can run Flames of Oblivion. You can run Inner Light. You can run Shooting Star. You can do whatever you really want. Volatile Armor, Draw Essence, Elusive Mist, Igneous Shield, Quag Blood, and Devouring Swarm. Obviously, this is our defensive skill. This is going to give us 5280 physical spell resist. Draw Essence. This is going to be a burst skill and our heal skill, and also our skill to give us our Bloodthorn when we are on a back bar and we need to play defensively. Misform, this is going to take us out of roots and snares. Igneous is going to help our heals. So it's going to help our Quag Blood, Draw Essence, and our second Burning Ember swipe. And Devouring Swarms is just ultimate I have here because I do like that ultimate. So make sure you grab all your passives, and if you do, your stat should sit at 41k max Magicka, 19k health, and 15k stam. So if you're not sure how the Magicka DK setup really goes for offense, what you want to do is always apply Burning Embers. Burning Embers is going to give you that big heal after the 10-second duration, or if you apply it again to that opponent. And it's really cheap, guys. So what I like to do in open world situations is apply Burning Embers to as many people as possible, because you're going to be getting that really juicy heal whenever the duration ends or you apply it again to that person. So you can use it as a really good way to heal, and that will help you sustain, because Quag Blood is really expensive. Before you coagulating blood, guys, I definitely suggest going Igneous Shield. If you are at like 10% health, do not Igneous Shield. You want to heal first with Quag Blood. Igneous Shield will literally get you killed. When there's more than like 6 people, guys, or like I said, you need to proc the Bloodthorn. Draw Essence is the way to go. And Draw Essence is also going to serve as burst. So you can time this Draw Essence with a Power Lash leap, or you can time it with a leap or a whip. Goes off after 2.5 seconds, so just remember that. And yeah, make sure you apply Engulfing Flames first, because that is going to give you the 10% damage. And for bursting, guys, what I like to do is apply Engulfing, apply my Burning Embers, Fossilize, Whip, Leap, and then Power Lash. And like I said, if you have Draw Essence up, you can time that before you go into your Leap Power Lash. So next things next is a CP. This is my CP. You guys do not have to copy this, but yeah, pause the video when you'd like. Now, before I end the video, I'm going to say why I have points in the light armor focus and not that many points in elemental defender. So I like this CP setup. So we are in light armor, guys. And if you may or may not know, DKs have spell resistance by 3300. And we are running a set that is giving us spell resistance. And being in light armor, we are getting spell resistance from this passive. So if you look at my physical and spell resistance, you can see the vast difference between my spell and physical resistance. We have a high 26,000, and we have our 22 physical. Before I put any points into light armor focus, which gives you armor for wearing 5 pieces of light armor, this was at like 18k. So putting more points and investing more points into physical resistance and this passive is optimal in my opinion. You can change this up a little bit. You don't really need to put that many points in. You could possibly get this to 10%, but there's diminishing returns. But yeah, I really like it. The build seems really tanky. I'm able to permablock. I'm able to do a lot of damage. By the way, if you guys did not know, I can show you the tooltips real quick. So just regularly buffed up, I'm at a 9.4k Flame Lash, 18k Whip, 18k Leap, and with a Light Attack, we're at 10k and 19k. We have, don't get to see by the tooltips, I know they're not 10k, which is like maybe a bare minimum for you guys, but remember, we have 4,800 spell resistance, and we have a lot of penetration from the CP since we are in light armor. So those are also damage factors you have to factor in. Anyways, guys, that is the build. If you do try this build out and you are enjoying it, please let me know. I find it to be a really nice build. And if you guys want to check it out live, I'll be trying to get some 1vx clips, hopefully, and playing this on stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Cody PvP, and I will see you guys later. Peace.